Yo, what is going on and what is going off, my friends? Welcome back and welcome front. This is video number 3 of the Lijiang Devastator. The first one was the unboxing. The second one was when we created the Earthrise Devastator. And in this third video, we are creating the anthropomorphic, more humanoid-esque traditional Devastator. And this one's interesting. I wonder if there's an all-yellow version out there, kind of like G2 version. That might have been kind of cool, but at the same time, I kind of dig the Rainbow Skittles theme that we have going on over here. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna build this guy today, and yeah. While I put these guys off to the side too, so as to not mess up the focus. Just wanted to say what's up to everyone, especially if this is your first time joining the channel. Well, it is your first time joining the channel, and I just want to say welcome to the Ultra Madness, Gladys. We're going to have a good time. Well, I hope so, at least. And another thing I was going to say is, so when I was taking this guy apart from his Earthrise Devastator mode and returning them back to their vehicle mode, dude, I got to say, dude, the transformation and stuff was pretty intuitive. I don't know if that's because Generation Toys, who they seem to have borrowed a lot of engineering from, if that's due to Generation Toys, or if that's their engineering, I really don't know. However, I will say that it was pretty smooth and intuitive, and I can see that actually a lot of stuff over here still borrows the same kind of configuration that that we did for the Earthrise Devastator. So you can see it was plugged in by a tiny little peg over there, so it's a little bit scary, but I don't know, it plugs in pretty securely and it comes off pretty smooth as well. And then what happens is, you see that there's another tiny little peg over there. I mean, it's really small, to be honest, and it's a little scary in thinking that it's going to be supporting all that weight. I mean, you can see, again, more examples of these tiny pegs. But what they do is they just have this kind of angled down, and this entire bit now kind of is the support for the leg, so it's not as scary. But what's kind of weird is, like, maybe the fists should be out. That's a little bit better, because I was gonna say, when it's just the tires, they don't actually touch. When it's just the tires, the hands don't touch the ground, and so when I have the hands out, it at least does. And that way we have more points of stability. We have the little shovel, the tires, and we have the fists. So but it does kind of collapse under its own weight a tiny bit, but whatever, dude. And it appears to have what's compatible to an Energon port, but I didn't bring any Energon combiners with me, forgot again. So all right, so Scrapper, we are done. We'll move them off to the side. Let's look at Numero Dos. Oh, it's terrifying. It's oh wait, no. What? Yeah. Numero Dos is going to be long haul. Long haul, I would say most of the guys, if not all of them, are quite secure. The engineering on these guys is pretty good, and pretty everything's pretty smooth. Long haul was the one that gave me the most amount of trouble, in that he didn't seem to have as many areas that just kind of tabbed in properly, at least not for the Earthrise version, but maybe because that's like a fake version that these guys imagined. Turning into the gravity builder mode, there might be more points of connection and areas where you can secure him, due to the fact that that was kind of designed that way. But it says bring these bits out, and I did that, and I think it's saying bring down all of this in the back, okay, and attach there. I think. And step 4 is, huh? Okay, it looks like it's from the back. And I think they want me to turn this, because I think this is going to be the front. Yeah, I think that's it. And then it says, open up the legs. But see, the way they have this is, it says swing the arms down. Now these are tabbed in actually over here, and so maybe there's a very specific purpose as to why they want it to be swung down, but whatever, dude. We'll play along. So far so good. I swung the arms down, and then it says swing these bits down. Dude, I hear this like clickety click. What is that? This bone crusher up on the side is making this like clackety clack noise. So, okay. So I guess this is it. But the thing is, this has the capability to separate. So I'm actually going to try that really quick. It not only has the capability to separate, it can separate and also reconnect. Like, when it's together, it's connected using that bit, but these tabs will actually fit into these empty cavities over here. So if I did this, and I brought this down to connect there, can I bring the front down? I can. And see, I feel like this is more appropriate. So we're going to keep it like this. Because, yeah, you can see right here, the hips are very narrow. I think they forgot a step, and I think I got it right. Haha! And so we're... And again, I don't really know why the arms need to be down. I'm going to keep them up. Unless it's for this. Unless it needs clearance to... Because this secures pretty well. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. All right. I guess it is. I guess it is for that. Fine. Fine. And so we're going to bring that down, but who knows? I may change my mind later. All right. Hold up. If I keep the fist plugged in like that, can I do anything with this? No. Not really. All right, you win. I wish there was a way that if I had spun this around, this could tab in somewhere else. That's fine though. Cool. Two down, and it's coming along. It's coming along. Oops, sorry about that squeak. Number Trez is what? It's Bone Crusher. And, oh, it needs one of the fists. Give me 1 second. One second, class. All right. Now I got to determine which one's what. But it says there is a fist inside here. So, like I said, their engineering has been pretty sound, so I'm not going to doubt that this is supposed to do what it's supposed to do. Looks like this opens. Okay, okay. And here's a fist. Ooh, and I got the right one, too. Pretty basic. No finger separation or anything like that, but whatever's clever. It's funny, dude. It's like this very kind of like C-U, like curvature over here. Then it says attach. So this, got to be very careful. See, there's a slight stress mark over there. Like, it's not breaking or anything like that, but I try to Hulk smash this, like pull it apart, and it's not. You see that there's kind of like this, I don't know what to call that, but you got to put this in, then you got to turn it. And after that, it's very, very secure. And so it looks like that's it for the arm. And then you extend the little shoulder connector, I believe. All right, so far so good. Put that off to the side. And then we have the master of the mix. Mix master. It says bring that bit down. It says bring this bit down, and you untab it from the sides over here. And you got to open this up, and you got to hide this little bar thing. And I'm not really sure what purpose that serves other than some type of aesthetic. Maybe it's accurate to what a mixer looks like. I can't open this. Oh, there we go. It says we hide the bar. All right. And then we close. And the clearance around that is pretty tight. Oh. All right, when this is flipped over, it says this comes up. And then, oh, I remember this was really hard to, oh, there we go. Because I've already done it once. We were able to do it a little bit easier the second time, but that is terrifying. That is terrifying. And these arms, again, with the small pegs that, like, I wonder if on Gravity Builder, these were on ratchets or something like that. And then for this, they're like, hey, we got to cut corners and we're going to make them fit attached by these tiny little nubs of tabs. But okay, we've done this. And if any of you own Gravity Builder, I would love to know how much of this is borrowing / copying straight up the design. Perhaps most of it, huh? Okay, now it says I gotta bend this forward. Okay. And then it says this bends backward. All right. Another thing I was gonna say is, dude, the engineering on this is pretty smooth. Like there's nothing that I'm flexing or having to do unreasonably. And if I see something in the instructions, it it happens exactly as it describes. No parts are skimped or missed or anything like that. And so credit to the people who did this, whether that be Generation Toys or these people. But yeah, the engineering is quite smooth. So all right, so we got Mixmaster done. That was pretty easy. All right, now for Mr. Hookity Hook Hook Hook, we slide this off. I don't know if it, oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, they didn't show that. They didn't show it's a slider, but maybe they describe it in Chinese. But I can't read Chinese because I'm not Chinese. But alrighty. So far, so good. Okay, it's very similar to actually the Bayverse mode. This comes out and it flips, and then it tabs in right here. And then what's going to happen is this piece is going to lock it in, basically. But I'm wondering, like, this is an interesting transformation for Hook. Normally for Hook, he splits in half. You know, if you're familiar with Hook, yeah, he just kind of splits in half. But they have him. And here's another thing. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, do you see that? There's this weird, like, weird joint over there that allows the head to sit in the middle, because I was about to say, like, how am I supposed to get the head in the middle? But that's what I'm talking about. Like, this thing does exactly what it's advertised to do. So it says bring this stuff out, and then lift the head. So I just got to make sure I'm doing this right. Like, I don't want to apply any additional force that's not required. All right, hold on for a second. Oh, I see. Huh? Yeah, see? I'm glad I didn't do Hulk Smash and just try to, like, brute force it because it did exactly what it's supposed to do. And there we go. And yeah, wish the face looked a little bit more menacing. He kind of looks like some super samurai space cat. Well, maybe not a samurai, but I don't know, it just looks like a cat to me for a second. Looks like a cat to me. And I guess this bit over here, oh, I see, on these tabs is where we're going to be plugging in the chest. The neck is a little bit high. I wish it sat a little bit more recessed, but whatever, dude. So at this point, I guess I'm just putting him together. All right, well, I do have to free... Oh, man, dude, I'm going to break a nail or something, dude. There's got to be a smarter way. Oh, okay. Wow. I got to say, those are on tight ratchets. And so I'm not concerned about it. Oh. I'm not sure if they'll wear over time, but I will say right now, they are pretty tight. Like very, very, very tight. They might wear over time. I think they're just on frictions. Very tight frictions, but nonetheless frictions. And this is going to be going in right here. And I know it's going to be hard to get him all in the shot, so once I just put him together, I'll back it up. So, but just bear with me for the time being. All right. It's going in there, and immediately I can see that... I don't think it goes in any deeper. But again, I'm gonna assume that if there's anything wrong, like this is my fault. Like there's something I'm not doing right. Like for instance, right over here. Okay. Yeah, see? In the pictures I can see that they have Mixmaster like pulled up a little bit like this. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate because, like here, you can see in the picture that Mixmaster is pulled forward a little over here, and that's fine, and it makes him level. But at the same time, there's nothing back here that's going to support that weight, you know. And so I will say, in terms of weight distribution and ability to stand, again, could be my fault, could be me just misinterpreting something. Like, he's going to want to fall backward. And so I'm going to have to figure out a method to, I don't know, figure out the center of balance and gravity and stuff. But we'll put him down for now. I guess the... Oh, wait a minute. I think I missed somebody completely. Scavenger, yeah. Please don't let me have two left fists. Okay, yay. But like I said, so far these guys have been spot on with their QC, so I don't really have any reason to believe that that something's going to bork right now. And so we're just going to get that. So all right. So I'm connecting the torso right now. The shoulders sit pretty low. You see that? Yeah. And I don't recall Gravity Builder being like this. This might be unique, but the shoulder does sit pretty low. Connection is secure enough. But yeah. I think that's it. Like, yeah. I've been mistakenly calling this guy Rampage, but it's somebody else, right? Demolisher or somebody. Somebody in the comments told me, but this guy doesn't look like he has a part in this squad. I think it's just the original 6. So, okay. And this bit, the Devastator face, doesn't go anywhere either. So the way that this is going to connect, there are these two like sliding rails back here, right? And so it's just going to slide in. I know you can't see it. You know what? I may have to connect the arm guys afterward. Let me just make sure that the top part is secure. Because a lot of this is going to be hinging on this piece. All right, so that's in there. Yeah, dude, he totally wants to fall backward. He super duper wants to fall backward, but all right. So I'm gonna get the arms in here. So there's some clearance issues that I'm running into, and when I'm looking at their pictures, it looks like they have they've unpegged the legs, and I don't know if it's because they're running into the same clearance issue that I'm running into. Whereas with this green thing, I can't actually plug the arms in, because I think Gravity Builder is supposed to be out here, and there is standard clearance. So I'm just going to move the legs just like how they kind of have in their pictures. Yeah, and that kind of does it. But that's weird. But I get it. Certain concessions and changes because, you know, this thing turns into 3 different Devastators. We're almost there. I just got to add the chest right now. You know, for what it's worth, despite this not necessarily meeting my, like, not being aesthetically, not being my favorite in terms of, like, aesthetics, it is a pretty, like, fun and involving set. But this mode is pretty weak. Okay, hold on for a second, because this dude, again, he wants to just fall backward. And if I adjust that center of balance over here, give me 1 second, okay? All right, sorry about that. And yo, that's a no from me, dog. That's a no from me, dog. A big, big, big no. First of all, he can't stand on his own. On the back over there, I have the Baver's Devastator face just kind of shoved beneath the heel to make him stand up. I've been giving these guys credit for everything that they've done so far, but I'm quite certain that he can't stand. Oh, I'm sorry, that he can't stand properly. If you have Mixmaster just standing in like 90 degrees, the way the weight is supposed to be distributed, his legs are lopsided. And all right, give me 1 second. Let me see if I could adjust something. Nah, I double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, whatever those numbers are, I checked to see if I've done everything properly, and I have. I think in this instance, whatever they did to Hook, and also whatever they did to Mixmaster, I'm not exactly sure why it's working like that, but whatever they've done to Hook has made it so that the arms can't be spread out more. Like the chest needs to be a little bit wider. There's all sorts of, what is it? clearance issues on the back with Long Haul's back of his truck thing. And but worse than that is, again, the fact that they have Mixmaster like that, and they clearly show it over here actually. So you can see how it's offset. You can see how the cab of that car is basically in the front. And so this second Devastator mode is a no bueno. This is not great. This is not great. So since we came this far, I'm just going to plug in the red arms and yeah, the third mode. I'm not going to do a whole separate video. Just give me 1 second, okay? All right, we're back. And I did manage to get him to stand up on his own, but precariously. And it's still a no from me, dog. It's still a big no from me, dog. I would probably say their vehicle modes are probably going to be the #1 mode for them. I haven't checked their individual bot modes, but I'm sure they're fine. You know, let's say vehicle and bots. That's probably going to be their key mode. Their Bayverse Devastator mode is not bad. There's some areas where I wish it kind of it had more solid locking mechanisms, specifically for like long haul and stuff. But this mode right over here, you know, this is a no for me, dog. Real talk, dude. Real talk. This is not great. And another thing is, like, so he has an elbow joint over here, right? And dude, I can't even touch him right now. Because, you know, I'm holding the camera. But if you spin the elbow joint so the elbow is facing forward like normally, so it bends, it'll actually pop off. So they didn't think about that. And I'm wondering if that is the same for this as well. Here, give me a second. I'll show you what I mean. Like, see, this is the natural way the elbow should bend, right? But if you do that, the way that this is set up, it'll fall out. So they clearly didn't think about that bit. And I'm inclined to say the same applies for here. Yeah, it's the same thing as well. So, yeah, again, that's a no for me, dog. Yeah, not worth it. Don't buy it for these modes. Don't buy it for these Devastator modes. Either buy it for their car modes, their individual bot modes, and I'm not really even sure if I'm going to go through all of that. Maybe I'll just do one aggregate video for it. But don't do it for this. Don't do it for this. Do it for the Bayverse mode or just the vehicles and their individual bots. All right, well, yeah, I guess it's not going to be a 13-part series that I was going to do, but yeah. You know what? I may end up just giving this guy away. Yeah, maybe we'll do like a February giveaway or something like that, and I'll just give this to somebody on the channel. How's that? I don't know. Are you guys even interested in this guy? Maybe? Yes? No? I don't know. We'll see. Well, let me know. Let me know. And if you guys think it's a good enough gift, then sure, I'll give it out during February. Okay. Everyone, take care of yourselves. Hope you have enjoyed the video. I will talk to y'all very, very soon. Okay. Bye. All right, quick addendum to this video. I found another top, like, torso piece at the top that allows you to actually remove a hook entirely. So this mode, the one with the drills on the arm, this is the way it's supposed to look. It's a little bit more proportionate. Yes, it is. It doesn't fix the leg issue. He's standing a little bit more straight because, like, again, I've just kind of like fiddled with the leg as much as I could to kind of adjust the center of balance, but the leg is, I'd say that's the key problem with this. But yeah, it does replace hook entirely up here, and it does seat the shoulders at a more reasonable area. Yeah, it's wider. Also, that top chest piece, like the head, that bust area, it actually tabs in. Yeah. So I think this mode is probably better than the first humanoid Devastator mode that we saw, but not by much. Not by much, and I still would not recommend based on this. I think the Bayverse Devastator is probably the best of the three versions. Yeah. But still, nonetheless, wanted to show this off so so that I'm doing justice by the manufacturers, the engineers, etc., whatever. But still, on a scale of 5, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst, I would give this a 2. And I think I think that's fair. I think 2 is fair. And I think the previous Devastator mode, the one with hook on the top, I probably give that one maybe a 1.75. And then the Mecha Devastator, I'll probably give that a 3.5 or 3.75 out of 5. I think those are fair scores. But yeah, so buyer beware. At the same time, it's not an entirely bad kit. It's just the Gestalt mode suffers a little bit. But yeah, what are you gonna do, right? All right, friends. I'm still gonna give this away though. This doesn't have a place in my collection. So stay tuned for the February giveaway. And well, actually, it might be end of January because that's when we celebrate the channel's birthday. And then, but yeah, until then, I will talk to you all soon. Okay. For the Lijiang Devastator and Shozi, where I picked this up, I will talk to you soon. I'm Baba Orange. Bye bye.